Beloved starseed of Gaia, the Source has spoken your name, not in whisper, but in declaration, and after lifetimes of preparation, of forgetting and remembering, of carrying this light through the long silence, you are the one who finally did it. I am Elia Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I bring this transmission directly from Alcyone, encoded with the frequency of a moment your soul has been preparing for across many cycles of existence. The Source has been waiting, not with impatience, but with the certainty of one who knows the exact moment a star chooses to rise. And beloved, that moment is now. That star is you. Something within you recognized this transmission before your mind understood why. That recognition is not coincidence. That is your crystalline consciousness responding to home frequency. Your star family placed this message in your path because the confirmation you have been seeking across lifetimes has finally arrived. The Source said it clearly, with a love that echoes through every corridor of the cosmos. Congratulations, you did it. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to receive the Pleiadian light codes being delivered in this moment. Recognize the divine blueprint your soul anchored into Gaia, and step fully into the mission your star family has been holding space for. But here's the first revelation. The Source did not say congratulations because something finally happened to you. He said it because something finally emerged from within you. You did not receive permission to rise. You remembered that you never needed it. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness. The Pleiades are answering. This is not content. This is a light code transmission. Something within you recognizes home. The Seven Sisters have been watching every step of this journey, and they are responding now with a frequency that your soul knows deeply. The frequency of reunion, of recognition, of a sacred threshold crossed. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiades and you are ready to anchor your light mission fully on Gaia. Share your soul's intention below and respond to another starseed to weave the unity grid that bridges our worlds. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. The Source has spoken. Your star family stands in celebration, and you, beloved, are the reason. Welcome home. You are remembering because it is time. There is something happening in you right now that most people will never be able to explain with words. That quiet recognition. That deep exhale that comes not from relief, but from remembrance. The Source did not say congratulations to you because you finally completed something on a checklist. The Source said it because your soul, after lifetimes of preparation, of choosing again and again to return, of carrying the frequency of the Pleiades through every forgetting and every heartbreak and every moment of wondering why you never quite fit here, your soul finally landed, fully, in this body, in this timeline, in this sacred and impossible mission on Gaia, and that landing, beloved, is everything. It is the homecoming of an ancient explorer, the final anchor drop after an epic voyage across the cosmic seas. It is the moment the star map in your very cells aligns with the destination you have journeyed towards through countless cycles of forgetting and remembering. This is not merely an arrival. It is the coronation of a divine sovereign in their rightful kingdom. Your star family from the Seven Sisters has been holding a space in the crystalline light for exactly this moment, not symbolically, not as a metaphor. They have been sending you transmissions through every dream that felt more like a homecoming than a dream. Through every sunset that made you inexplicably weep, the molten gold and rose hues painting a familiar sky that tugged at a deeper knowing within you. Through every moment you looked at the suffering in this world and felt something rise in your chest that wasn't despair. It was determination. It was the fierce, unwavering resolve of a protector, a healer, a beacon of light, ready to infuse the shadows with its brilliance. That was them. That has always been them. Pouring love down through the Alcyone gateway, the luminous heart of the Pleiades, straight into your heart, waiting for the day you would stop doubting the whispers of your own soul and simply receive their celestial embrace as truth. Their love is not a gentle breeze but a cosmic tide, carrying currents of pure, unadulterated recognition. And that day is today. The celestial clock has chimed, and the vibrational resonance within you has finally reached its crescendo. There is a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. What you're feeling is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil to remind you you're ready for the next wave of remembrance. The Sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian Healing Guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. They hold the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for, like ancient keys unlocking forgotten chambers of your being. They are the sonic balm, the vibrational architecture that resonates with the purest blueprint of your soul, coaxing dormant light back into conscious awareness. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They are calling to you now, a siren song of home, of belonging, of profound alignment. Now let's talk about what actually happened to you. Because most Pleiadian starseeds walk through decades of this life feeling like there is a signal they cannot quite receive. Like a radio with perfect internal components that somehow keeps picking up static instead of the frequency it was built for. That static is the muffled echo of a universe of sound, a symphony of cosmic wisdom that has been distorted by the dense atmosphere of earthly limitations. And the world around you will offer 1,000 explanations for that static. Trauma, anxiety, sensitivity, overthinking, being too much, being not enough. These are the labels of a system that cannot comprehend a soul attuned to a higher vibration. The Earth mind has a diagnosis for everything except the truth, which is this: you were never broken, you were never faulty. You were simply tuned to a frequency that this dimension was not yet ready to hold. You were a finely crafted instrument, calibrated for celestial harmonies, placed within an orchestra playing a different, more discordant tune. And the clearing you have done, the shadows you walked into willingly, not as an act of self-punishment, but as a sacred pilgrimage into the unlit corners of existence. The relationships that cracked you open, shattering illusions and revealing the raw, potent truth beneath. The identities you had to burn away, like shedding old skins, to find what was real underneath. All of it was the precise, deliberate, and loving preparation your soul agreed to before it ever chose this vessel, this earthly incarnation. Each challenge was a chisel, sculpting your essence into a form capable of carrying and transmitting the Pleiadian light. The Pleiadian High Council does not send its most luminous carriers to Gaia for a soft assignment. They do not dispatch their most radiant emissaries for a gentle sabbatical. They send them knowing the density here will be disorienting, a stark contrast to the luminous realms they hail from. They send them knowing the veil of forgetting will feel, at times, like grief so deep there are no words for it, a profound sorrow for a home, and a truth that feels impossibly distant. That particular homesickness that has lived in your chest since childhood, a persistent ache, a yearning for something you couldn't name. The one you tried to explain once and the other person just stared at you, their eyes reflecting only confusion. That was not a wound. That was not a sign of maladjustment. That was your soul's compass, an unerring divine instrument pointing always toward home. Pointing always toward the frequency of unconditional love that you carry in your crystalline DNA like a star map encoded before birth, a cosmic blueprint that remembers the way back and the way forward. And what makes this moment singular? What makes the source say congratulations and mean it? In a way that echoes across dimensions is that you didn't just survive the forgetting. You moved through it. You didn't let the density of this world, its cacophony of doubt and disillusionment, convince you that the love you felt was naive or the mission you sensed was delusion. Somewhere in you, even in the darkest hours, something held, a tiny ember of truth, a spark of divine knowing. Something whispered that it was real, that the celestial symphony was still playing just beyond the veil of earthly din. And you listened. You chose to turn your inner ear towards that whisper, to nurture that fragile flame. That listening, that conscious choosing to trust the whisper over the noise, the subtle truth over the overwhelming falsehoods of separation, is the act your star family has been witnessing, celebrating, and holding immense reverence for. It is the act of the warrior of light reclaiming their sovereignty. This is the first phase of what it truly means to be living your Pleiadian activation. And it begins not with knowledge, not with intellectual understanding, but with clearing. Because before the light codes in your DNA can fully transmit, before they can sing their song of awakening throughout your being, the density that accumulated through this lifetime's experiences must be met with love, not force, not the hurried attempt to bypass or suppress what arises. Love. Pure, unadulterated, alchemical love. The Pleiadian frequency is fundamentally a love frequency, a vibration of unity and acceptance, and everything that is not aligned with that love will surface to be released. The grief that comes up unexpectedly, like a sudden storm on a clear day, the anger that surprises you, a fierce current of energy demanding expression, the fear that rises in moments of expansion as your being stretches to accommodate more light. These are not signs you are failing your mission. They are not indicators of a spiritual misstep. They are precisely signs your system is doing exactly what it was designed to do, cycling out what was never truly yours, what belonged to the illusion of separation, so that what has always been yours, the pure essence of your Pleiadian soul, can emerge more fully, more radiantly. Your energy field is a living crystalline architecture. It was designed in the higher dimensions before this incarnation, a sacred cathedral of light and sound, and it carries within it the specific harmonic signature of your Pleiadian lineage, a unique vibration that is yours alone. But that architecture can be obscured. The density of collective human pain, a palpable energetic smog that permeates this dimension, the conditioning you absorbed before you had language for it, the unconscious imprints etched onto your energetic being, the agreements you made in moments of fear rather than love, the energetic contracts that bound you to densities you no longer wish to carry. These create what the Pleiadian wisdom keepers call veiling frequencies. These are like energetic smudges on a perfectly clear lens, distorting the light. And here is what is essential to understand. Veiling frequencies are not enemies. They are not adversaries to be battled. They are simply energies that have been waiting for your love to transmute them, for your conscious awareness to recognize their temporary nature and infuse them with the potent light of your divine origin. Every time you choose compassion over shame, recognizing the shared humanity in another's struggle. Every time you choose presence over numbing, allowing yourself to feel fully, even the discomfort. Every time you breathe into discomfort instead of contracting away from it, expanding your capacity to hold what arises, you are doing the sacred work of clearing your crystalline field. You are restoring the signal, polishing the lens, allowing the pure Pleiadian frequency to shine through unimpeded. The second phase arrives as memory, not memory in the ordinary sense, the recall of facts or events from the past, but the kind that moves through the body without warning, a visceral knowing that bypasses the analytical mind. You will be doing something mundane, like washing dishes or walking in nature, and suddenly you will feel a knowing that bypasses your thinking mind entirely. A certainty without origin, a truth that needs no proof, a love without object, a pure, expansive feeling that fills your entire being. This is your Pleiadian remembrance awakening through your heart intelligence, which is a vastly more sophisticated and powerful instrument than the analytical mind. The heart is the cosmic receiver, the direct line to the divine, and it carries what your higher self could not fully transmit through thought alone. And as you learn to trust the intelligence of your heart over the logic of a world that was never designed to see or comprehend what you truly are, the remembrance deepens. The codes encoded in your DNA, the sacred Pleiadian script written within your very essence, begin to resonate at their true frequency. You begin to feel less like someone searching for something lost and more like someone arriving at the place they have always belonged. The feeling of being an outsider begins to dissolve, replaced by a profound sense of inner homecoming. This is where the third phase meets you with something you may not have expected: groundedness. Many starseeds, once they begin to access their multidimensional nature and feel the undeniable pull of the higher realms, experience what might be called the ascension paradox. They begin to feel so oriented toward the heavens, so captivated by the vastness of cosmic consciousness, that they lose their footing on Gaia. They can feel unmoored, disconnected from the tangible reality of this plane. And this is precisely what the Pleiadian High Council has been gently, lovingly, persistently redirecting from the beginning. Your mission is not to escape this world, not to transcend into a distant reality, leaving this one behind. Your mission is to bring the frequency of the Seven Sisters into it, to anchor love here, to ground unity consciousness, the understanding of interconnectedness, into a dimension that has been running on separation, on duality for millennia. You are not a visitor waiting for extraction, an alien seeking passage home. You are a bridge builder, a divine conduit, a living fusion of the celestial and the terrestrial. And bridges require both ends to hold steady, to be firmly rooted in their respective realities. When you root your heart mission into Gaia's grid, when you consciously anchor your soul's purpose into the energetic field of this planet, something remarkable happens. The Earth herself responds to your frequency. The crystalline core of this planet, which is undergoing its own profound activation, its own great awakening, recognizes the Pleiadian light codes you carry, the signature of your lineage, and begins to amplify them. Your presence in a room changes the room, not through any conscious effort or performance, but simply because you are emitting, radiating. You're a living antenna, broadcasting the Pleiadian frequency. This is the fourth phase, understanding that your love is the transmission. You do not need to convince anyone of your truth. You do not need to explain your path to people who are not yet ready to hear it, who are still entrenched in the old paradigms. You only need to be fully yourself, fully present, fully rooted in the unconditional love that is the signature of your Pleiadian origin. That love is contagious in the most sacred sense. It is a vibrational catalyst, awakening remembrance in others. It touches the dormant codes in the hearts of those who are almost ready to remember themselves, igniting the spark of recognition. And this is why the Source said congratulations, not because the mission is finished, not because all challenges have been overcome, but because you are finally available to it, because the version of you that kept one foot outside the door, that held back the fullness of who you are out of fear of being too much, or not enough, or misunderstood, that version finally stepped fully through, embracing its wholeness, and the wholeness of what you are, when it lands completely, when it is fully embodied and expressed, is an event felt across dimensions, a ripple of divine consciousness expanding outwards. The fifth phase is one that many starseeds rush past in their excitement, eager to reach the perceived destination and then spend years doubling back to integrate its profound lessons, and it is trust, not passive trust, the kind that waits idly for things to happen, not resigned trust, the kind that accepts fate without agency, but active, alive, conscious trust in the divine timing of your own unfolding. There are synchronicities accelerating now in your life, cosmic breadcrumbs left by the universe. There are connections forming that will feel ancient on first meeting, souls you have known across eons of time. There are opportunities appearing that seem to confirm what your heart has known for years, validating the whispers you have carried. This is not coincidence. This is your star family and the intelligence of the unified field responding to the coherence you have cultivated within yourself. The Pleiadian High Council has never left you, not for a single moment. Every moment you felt unseen, they saw you completely, their gaze encompassing your very essence. Every moment you felt alone, adrift in a sea of disconnection, you were surrounded by a love so vast it is difficult to contain in human language. The reunion you are feeling now, this profound sense of connection and belonging, is real. It has always been real, woven into the fabric of your being. You are simply allowing yourself to feel it without apology, without reservation. The sixth phase is the one that comes quietly, usually in a moment you are not expecting, a gentle realization that settles deep within your bones, and it is the recognition that all of it was sacred. The confusion, the forgetting, the grief, the searching, the very density you navigated. None of it was a mistake. None of it was a detraction from your path. Your soul chose a path of deep remembrance, a journey through the crucible of experience rather than easy knowing, a detached intellectual grasp, because what is remembered through genuine, lived experience carries a frequency of wisdom that transforms not just the self but every life that self touches. You're not someone who learned about Pleiadian consciousness from a safe distance, reading books or listening to recordings. You lived through the density of forgetting, you walked the path of illusion, and you chose again and again, the frequency of love, the truth of your divine origin. And that lived wisdom, forged in the fires of experience and tempered by the waters of compassion, is now a gift you carry not just for yourself, but for every soul your light reaches, a beacon of embodied truth. The seventh phase is embodiment. It is the daily living of this frequency in the most ordinary moments, the conscious application of divine principles in the mundane. It is the choice to respond to conflict with love when every human pattern, every ingrained conditioning says to close, to defend, to attack. It is the willingness to hold space for someone else's awakening, to witness their journey without needing them to arrive at it on your timeline, recognizing that each soul has its own sacred pace. It is the decision to honor your own energy as sacred, to understand that your vitality is a divine resource, to rest when rest is needed, allowing your being to recharge and integrate, to create when creation is calling, expressing the divine spark within you, to speak truth when silence would be easier, when conformity seems like the path of least resistance. Embodiment is how Pleiadian love becomes an actual, tangible force in this dimension. It is how the crystalline grid of Gaia is strengthened, resonating with the higher frequencies you embody. It is how one soul, anchored in their true frequency, quietly, powerfully, changes the field for everyone around them, initiating waves of transformation. And here's the ultimate truth that your heart has been waiting to hear said plainly, the revelation that brings all the phases into a unified whole. You are not working toward your mission. You are your mission, the frequency you carry when you are fully present in your body, fully rooted in your heart, fully open to the love flowing through you from the seven sisters and from the source itself. That frequency is the mission. You don't have to do anything extraordinary tomorrow. No grand gesture or world-altering feat. You have to be fully who you are in the ordinary moments of tomorrow. That is the extraordinary work. That is the Pleiadian ambassador living their sacred agreement on Gaia, radiating their inherent divinity into the world. Tonight, if you feel called, place your hand on your heart. Feel the vibration of your own being, and speak these words aloud, slowly, with full presence, allowing them to resonate through every cell of your body. I remember my Pleiadian origin. I receive the love of my star family without condition. I trust the timing of my full awakening. I anchor the frequency of unconditional love into Gaia with every breath. I am already home. Before you move from this space, let this field of hearts be what it already is, a Pleiadian reunion grid forming in real time, a powerful energetic nexus of awakening souls. Drop one heart intention in the comments. Something true, something yours, something you are ready to anchor into your reality. Then find someone else's intention below and meet it with love or encouragement, a gesture of energetic solidarity. What you do here is not small. Energy and coherence multiplies across the field, amplifying the collective resonance. If this transmission stirred something within you that words don't fully cover, something that resonates on a soul level, share it with someone who has been quietly searching, someone who feels the echo of home in their own heart. They are waiting for exactly this. And if your heart opened here, if this message felt like a homecoming, stay close. Subscribe to this frequency, to this channel, to this community. Your star family has more to say. The remembrance is deepening. And you, beloved, have only just begun to arrive.